this lesson, we will cover everything you need to know about setting up your Instagram profile to reflect your style and your brand, including choosing your username, taking an eye-catching profile picture, and writing a concise and effective bio. The first thing to think about when setting up your new Instagram profile is your username. You may already have a business name that you want to use, or you may decide to go with your actual given name. Or you might want to come up with something creative that describes your aesthetic or your vibe somehow. This is all part of those personal branding choices. I don't think it matters which way you decide to go, as long as you choose something that is relevant and simple enough to be typed out easily. A factor may be that with millions of usernames already taken, you might struggle to get your choice. If you've a fairly common name and you're finding you're having to put loads of underscores in it or change letters around and use a weird spelling, I'd probably rethink and pick something else. If someone is searching for you, you may be giving them a hard task if your username starts with an indiscernible number of underscores. If you are setting up an account from scratch, you will also need to choose what sort of Instagram account you want to have. You can choose between personal, business, and creator, and you can change between these at any time, so don't worry too much about that decision from the start. Choosing your profile picture is another important step to creating a profile to help you stand out from the crowd. I really like simple images, maybe with a block colour background, but whatever you go for, make sure it represents your style and is distinctive. You may need to give this some thought and go out and take something new. Just try and avoid just using a simple selfie. In a sea of notifications and story icons, a distinctive profile picture can grab the attention of your follower. There is also a case for keeping it the same rather than changing it regularly, as it becomes a recognisable part of your branding and people will know it's you at a glance. Even if you don't appear in your gallery, I'd recommend putting your face in your profile picture. People like to know who they're talking to and it feels a bit more real. I follow a couple of accounts without a name or face to them, and it's always felt slightly odd not knowing who I'm talking to. Next up is writing your bio. This can be a tricky one. How do you sum yourself up in a few words? Think about what you want to convey about yourself and your work, and keep it simple and concise. This first line is important as these words are searchable. So, for example, if I call my account something that isn't my name, like Photos of France, just to give you a simple example, I can then put my name in here, so if anyone is searching for me by my name, they'll find this account. This means that if there's anything else important to you, you'd like people to be able to search for, this is where you'd put it. A couple of examples of this are Christian Schaffer, who puts van life next to her name. Now this is almost a movement, like a lifestyle or community, and people may well be searching for it. So having this word there will bring her account up in their search. Jack Harding puts London next to his, which would obviously be a popular search, so that again may bring people to his account. You may want to add your line of business or whatever it is that you do here next to your name. The second line is where you might say a few words to summarise what people are going to see from you. I chose Little Pieces of My World years ago, but I haven't managed to better it because it really does sum up pretty well what I do. If you have more to say, such as services you offer, I would put them on the third line. You get a maximum of 150 characters, but it's worth noting that if you put your profile as a long list, it will be compressed and people will have to tap more to open it out. So going over 4 lines can be a waste of your characters. If you have a second profile that you want people to know about, you can link to it in your bio by typing the @ symbol, and Instagram has now made these clickable. But be careful of taking people away from your profile and sending them to another one. If you choose to have a business or creator profile, you will be asked to choose a category that you fall into, and then whether to display that or not on your profile. I chose not to, as I'm a photographer, and it repeats what I already said about myself. You can also then choose contact options here, so you can decide whether you want people to be able to get in touch with you outside the app. Finally, you can add links to external websites. So if you're sharing your work on a Facebook page, TikTok, or your website, then pop it in here. If you've got several links to share, consider using a website such as Linktree to be able to share them all in one place. They're free and really simple to set up. Now I will walk you through the process of setting up your Instagram profile. So the first step is actually typing in your chosen username. Mine is obviously already taken, so for this account I'm going to use Hannah Argyle 2023. The green tick on the right means that this username is available. So that's good, so I'm going to click on Next and then set a password, and now we can complete sign up. I'm going to save this login info so that I've got it for next time, and then enter my date of birth. And then Instagram will actually wants to link to my Facebook account and suggest people I know from Facebook or from my contacts list. So you can go through that process if you wish. The next step is to add a profile picture. So we can click on choose from library and give access to our camera roll. Choose the profile picture that you've taken, and then you can actually just resize the image if you want to. Pinch and zoom, come in a little bit closer. And once you're happy with that, just click done. And then we'll tap on next. And then Instagram will suggest users to me, so people who I might want to follow, people it thinks I'm interested in. You can spend some time going through its suggestions if you wish, or you can just, you'll find people of your own as you start using the app. That's it, brand new Instagram profile. Now we're ready to add our bio. So I'm going to click on Edit Profile, and that brings up this menu where I can input my details. It's offering me to create an avatar, which is something you can do at a later date if you want to. I'm going to press Not Now. So we've got my profile picture already, my name, Hannah Argyle, my username is there. I can choose to add my pronouns here if I want to. It also gives you the option here to switch your account if you want to a professional account or a creator account. Business account or creator account will give you access to demographics and stats about your followers, which can be useful. And you also have options like setting up a shop and selling through your Instagram account, which has to be linked therefore to a Facebook profile. If you are simply posting your photos and want to reach people that way, you can just stick to a personal account. If I click on bio, you'll see the space it gives me to type in what I want to say about myself. So this first line, this is the important one. I'm going to actually put moments from Côte d'Azur 2023, because that's what this account is all about, and that's what we're doing here. And then on the second line, I'm going to give a little bit more information and say filming with iPhone Photography School. In fact, filming Instagram Academy with iPhone Photography School. I can make iPhone Photography School clickable by using the @ symbol. And as I start to type, that will then bring up the profiles, beginning with those words. And I can see their profile there, so I can just click on that and that links to their profile. So if anybody wants to find them and learn more about them, they can do that. And then the final thing here is to add external links. So this is where, when the course is finished, we can put a link to the course. For now, I'm just going to enter my website address. I'll show you what would happen if I made my bio longer using more lines. So I'll just type in a list of some of the towns that we filmed in, and you can see what happens. And then if I click done and go to my profile, you'll see that now Instagram has added the word more. So anybody visiting this profile They can't automatically read everything I've written in my bio, and they'd have to click on the word more to actually open out that list. So it's actually a bit of a waste of the space available and makes it a little bit clumsy, I think. So it's worth just keeping your bio, if you can, within those 4 lines. Now that your profile is set up and ready, this is officially the beginning of your Instagram journey. From here, it will be your job to fill it up with beautiful memories of your wonderful experiences. And in the following lessons, we'll talk about how you can go about planning your content. This video was a free preview of the Instagram Academy course. In this course, we'll delve deep into everything you need to know about mastering Instagram. Whether you're just starting out on the platform or looking to elevate your game, you'll be equipped with the tools and knowledge to make your content truly stand out. I will guide you through building a compelling profile, crafting engaging captions, and of course, showcasing your unique style to attract your ideal audience. If you're keen to elevate your presence on Instagram and truly shine, please explore the full version of my Instagram Academy course. You'll find the link in the description right next to this video. Click on that link and I will see you inside the Instagram Academy.